Thanksgiving, but we're going a little bit untraditional this year. We're gonna make us a seafood boil this Thanksgiving. So I already got my water going out there with a little salt in it, getting heated up for us. So we're gonna get the flavor additives ready to go out there. So we're gonna start with our oranges. We're gonna peel them stickers off because we don't need them. And I forgot to get my dang mic on, but it's too late. And we're gonna keep this live rolling. So I got 2 oranges and 1 lemon. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna half these babies. We are going to need, wherever my AP seasoning is, we're gonna need some AP seasoning. But in addition to that, we're gonna need a little chili powder. And then I also have a little crab boil season that I'm gonna add to it. You said the chili powder over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is in the AP? Oh, we up.
I don't think it's none in here. I told you I used on my lasagna.
So we out of AP season, but we about to get some more. Alright, so this is your basic background flavors. Chili powder. If you want to do a little cheap, you can do a little cheap with a little crawfish, crab boil seasoning. And then we got our lemon and orange juice. And I'm going to use it M9 all-purpose seasoning. So we're going to go ahead and move outside and get this stuff on it. Don't judge the house, man. We ain't going nowhere today. It's just me and my family up in here. So we got this water about there. And I'm gonna go grab these additives and come back. So over in with our 2 whole oranges, we squeezing them out. Plop them on. Maybe should have put them on the outside of the basket. Cause I know we got a lot of stuff going in here today. A lot. Can't get it. Oh well. Same thing with our lemon. We're gonna squeeze it in. Drop it over in. Now we're going here with a good amount of chili powder. Probably 1/4 cup or so. Go with half a tube of the M9 AP seasoning, 1/4 to a half. We'll call it a 1/3. Oh, that smells so good. I can't resist putting more in there. Then on this seafood boil seasoning, we'll drop. Of course, it has. Drop almost all of it. Just gonna save a little corner for our butter sauce. Coming right back. this is a time thing. So all in all, it may take about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going in with some baby red and yellow potatoes. This is gonna be the thing that's gonna take the longest to cook, so we're dropping them in first. Try not to splash yourself. That's gonna be the start. We're gonna need about 5 minutes to get going, and before we add anything else to it. So let's go inside and prep the rest. Once again, don't judge my house.
Just saying, they gonna find something bad that you say.
Okay. So we're gonna get our sausage prep. And use whatever sausage you want, some andouille, some Cajun. I just got some simple turkey smoked sausage today. Alright, we ain't doing no baby sizes. So we're gonna do some good chunks of it. Alright, so Kroger's came through. We got a pound of fresh crawfish already cooked, and we got some lobster tails we're doing in. So we're being a little bit fancy with the seafood boil on today, and we also gonna put some eggs over in there. So right now we probably got 3-4 minutes to let the potatoes finish doing this thing. I'm gonna sit down for a second. Yeah. So what y'all doing on y'all Thanksgiving? First time on this live, man. It's still on. Back it up. So we also gonna go with some crab legs and claws and some clams as well. So we probably got about 3 more minutes of letting the potatoes cook, and then the next thing we add is going to be the crab legs and claws, and then probably like 2-3 minutes after that is when we'll add the corn and probably everything else. This whole seafood boil is only going to take about 15-20 minutes at the most. So right now I'm just talking, trying to fill time. So what y'all up to out there? Let me see. Y'all can hit me up in the chat if you want to. We still got about, like I said, about 2 or 3 minutes to let the potatoes finish doing this thing before we add anything else in. Because potatoes are the things going to take the longest. And everything else, when it comes to seafood don't take long to cook. So 10 minutes, maybe 12 at the most for any of the seafood to cook. And like I said, the crawfish are already cooked, so they just getting reheated. And then the lobster only take about 8 to 10 minutes when it's boiling. Now, these clams I might drop in next because they are, even though I took them out last night, they feel like they are still frozen. So we're probably gonna put this in there next, along with the crab legs. And it might be about time now. So let's go put these out here and hope they don't drop the temp too much. Squeeze in more. gonna go ahead and drop these clams in. They are already cooked, but like I said, it might still be frozen. Oh no, they not frozen. They thawed out. So we'll hold off on that. We are gonna go ahead with our crab legs, man. Get it open. Feel like a toddler. We got some crab legs and claws we dropping those in here. These are still frozen a little bit, so they're going in at a good time right now. That water smells so good. Dump all that in there. There's more seafood flavor. So probably let that go for about 5 minutes or so, and we're gonna grab some other stuff. Like I said, this whole thing's only gonna take about 20 minutes. So let's see what's gonna be next. We actually can probably go ahead and drop our eggs over in now. Because like I said, the lobster's only gonna take about 8 to 10 minutes at the most. The crawfish are already cooked, so you just need about 5 minutes for it to warm up. The sausage is only gonna need like 7-8 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and put some eggs out here now. If you don't eat eggs in your seafood, boy, I don't know what to tell you. Once you get them boiled eggs and you put that good butter sauce on it, I gotta find my hook so I can show y'all what we looking like down in there. Trying to sit them on this orange peel so they can float down in there and not break. I was gonna do 10, but there ain't number 3 of them left up in here, so we'll go ahead and drop them in there anyway. So that's what we got so far up in there. Piece at a time. So yeah, now we'll give that about 5 minutes and then we'll go on to the next thing. And I just made, y'all will probably see me upload this in maybe in an hour. It might take me a week, but I just made some homemade cranberry sauce. So I'm gonna be dropping that video hopefully today. So maybe for the late eaters who don't eat till like 6-7 o'clock at night, you can have a chance to make you some homemade cranberry sauce if your grocery store is still open. But yeah, I'm just in charge of the seafood boil today for the most part. I guess something we can do while we wait on that. Let me get my pot up. A smaller pot. There's one on the stove. Is that gonna be enough for everybody? Yeah. Could make the butter sauce in there. Good morning.
We took those 2 numbers we can said that you were coming as demons.
I be. Back it up.
I'm backing it up.
Alright. So we'll go ahead and get our butter sauce started. So I'm just gonna turn my pot on some medium heat. Now if you don't know, this Keurig Gold Irish butter It's the best freaking butter I'd never had. So we're gonna start with 2 sticks of some pure gold. We're gonna just drop it over in here and let it melt down. Look at how golden that is. Oh, I got some regular butter in here. Let me show y'all the difference. So this is your run-of-the-mill everyday butter right here. Little yellow, closer to white than yellow. That's the Kerrygold butter. Look how golden that is. None but goodness. So we're gonna let this start melting down over in here. I bought some new pots and pans too. I might drop a video for y'all on them. It's T-File stainless steel, and I love these things. So I got this induction stove, so with some material it takes a while for it to heat up. No, these things gets right on. Alright. So into the butter, we're gonna go with the same seasonings that we added out there in the boil. So we're gonna good amount of M9AP seasoning. We're gonna give it a little chili powder. And then from that seafood boil bag, drop them in there. Then y'all know I like my cooking wine, so we're gonna just go with just about a tablespoon of some white cooking wine. Just to be a little fancy. And I always use the Hollandaise cooking wine. Holland House, not Hollandaise. So that's really all it's gonna be to this butter sauce. So that's gonna melt, it's gonna come together. Yeah. And just got a little slice of lemon. Drop that over in. Alright, so it's probably been about 4 or 5 minutes. So we're gonna head back out and start dropping everything else over in. I heard people over there whispering about the crawfish, but they're gonna be alright. That was one of the things a lot of folks scared to try. But we gonna cook it up and they gonna try something new today. Ain't that right, kids?
No!
Don't believe the hype. They gonna try it.
Who? What?
Alright, so let's get to dropping. Go ahead and drop our sausage over in here. Go ahead with our crawfish that everybody seems to be afraid of. What's so scary about that? Just like your shrimp and lobster and all that stuff, it was alive in the sea at one point. Look at those little beady eyes. It's gonna be delicious. So we got about a pound of that we're gonna drop over in. And like I said, the crawfish was already cooked, so it's really warming up and soaking up flavor. And then we got us some nice little lobster tails. We got about 7 bones a piece at Kroger's. Of course, they didn't sponsor, but hey, it's cool. Dropping them over in. Now These clams honestly could wait because they only gonna take about 5 minutes, but we're gonna drop them in now too. They already cooked, but they going in. I want to see where we at so far. That's what we're looking like so far. I still got to go get my corn to put over in here. Where's the corn? Alright, the last piece, and these are still frozen, so I'm hoping it don't bring my temperature down too much. We got some cob corn pieces. We're gonna drop probably about 10, 12 of these in here. There's 6 of us and everybody eat corn, so. It is a chilly Thanksgiving down here in Memphis. 6, 9. So now, this should be about the final 10 minutes as long as that corn gets done and doesn't bring the temp down. So let's see if we can let y'all see everything. I'm probably going to end this live and it's probably just post a picture of the final product. I might go live again when it's about done. Alright, so y'all will see the finished product in a little bit.